Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to show you how we can create an array of structs. Let's say we're working with students and we need to print each student's name and GPA. So let's create a struct. Outside of our main function, type struct and then a tag name for the struct, let's say student. So each student will have a name and a GPA. So let's create a character array named name. I'll set a maximum size of maybe 12 characters and a GPA. That could be a float. So float GPA. Now let's initialize some structs. We type struct followed by the tag name and then some variable name to identify each struct. So let's say we will have 4 students overall. And I'll go ahead and assign some values right away when we initialize this struct. So we need a name and a GPA. So the first student, let's say, is SpongeBob. And SpongeBob has a GPA of 3.0. So we can copy this and create a few more students. So student 1, student 2, student 3, and student 4. Next we have Patrick. Patrick has a 2.5. Then Sandy. Sandy is smart, so she has a 4.0. And Squidward. Squidward has a 2.0. So we have 4 students. Now we will create an array. So the data type of our array, what it's containing, will be structs. It will be struct student. It's kind of like the data type. So with an array, you have to declare what you're going to be putting within the array. Struct students, and then we need an array name. So this will be students, and then specify a maximum size if you need one. But I'm just going to initialize this array with some students. So let's add student 1, student 2, student 3, and student 4. And there we go, we have an array of structs. Now, if I would like to display each student's name, I can use a for loop to loop through our array. So for curly braces, we will create an index int I, set this equal to 0. We will loop through this as long as I is less than, and then we need to calculate how many elements are within our array. So we have 4 elements, but we can do that by using the size of operator, pass in our array, and then divide this by the size of one of these elements. Size of students, and then pick maybe the first element of 0. After each iteration, we will increment I by 1. So then within our for loop, let's print each student's name. So let's use the sFormat specifier to display a string, and we will display our array at index of I, whatever our counter is, and we will use the member access operator of dot, so follow students at index of I with a dot. Then we have access to a name and a GPA. So let's display each student's name, and then I'll add a new line after each printf statement. So there we go, we have SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, and Squidward. Now let's display each student's GPA. So let's copy this line. We are displaying a float, so the format specifier for a float is f students at index of I dot GPA. Then I'll get rid of that new line character, and let's take a look to see what we have. Okay, we can see each student's name and GPA, but we may want to format this. So after each student's name, I'll add a tab, and I'll allocate maybe 12 characters to display each student's name, and then left justify it. And then with our GPA, let's display 2 digits after the decimal, so I will add .2. So this should look better. Yeah, that's much more organized. So we have SpongeBob with the GPA of 3.0, Patrick with 2.5, Sandy with 4.0, and Squidward with a 2.0. So yeah, that's how to create an array of structs. If you would like a copy of this code, I'll post this to the comment section down below. And well, yeah, that's how to create an array of structs in C.